Here and joining us now on the telephone, we have the executive director of, and correct me if I'm wrong, Leslie, I believe it is the longest running music festival in America, the Jimmie Rodgers Festival. We have Leslie Lee on the phone. How are you today?
Hey, that is correct. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
And I don't think a lot of people realize that Meridian is home to the longest running, 70 years? Is this the 70th?
70 years. That's correct. It was kicked off 70 years ago in 1953 with Hank Snow and Ernest Tubb.
And had a huge crowd because we've kind of readjusted our idea of a large crowd over the years as these things have grown in popularity. But it was like, 50, 60,000 that showed up back in 53?
50,000 in downtown Meridian. They came and they camped out for about a week here. And any country legend you can name has played the festival.
Well, all I know for sure is this year is going to be a success, and I know that for one reason. You got Paul Thorne showing up. So we're good.
That's right.
It's covered now. Everything else is just lanyap at this point.
That's right.
Now tell us about this. It's a week-long festival, right?
Yeah, it's actually 9 days. We start this Saturday, May 6th, and we're running until next Sunday, May 14th. And we have something for everyone every day of the week.
Now tell us some of the things that are going on. Of course, we've got some fantastic musical guests that are happening, and we'll get to those in a second. But what else happens during the Jimmie Rodgers Festival every year?
Well, this Saturday we have a great crawfish cook-off, a big boil. We expect last year we had about 3,500 people downtown for it that showed up, and this year we've actually doubled the teams and bringing in about 8,500 pounds of crawfish. So you don't want to miss that.
Wow, that should last maybe an hour.
Right. We'll see. But we've got music with all that, too. Tyler Farr is going to be headlining that night starting around 7, so you don't want to miss it.
Fantastic. Now, we were talking about the music. You've got some fantastic acts. I name-dropped Paul Thorne because, come on, it's Paul Thorne. You got to love him. You're required almost by law to love Paul Thorne. But you've got some other great names showing up, too, right?
We do. So next Friday, May 12th, we've got Kingfish. He was just voted by Garden Gun magazine as one of the top 10 guitar players. And if you've never seen him, Mississippi Boy, this is it. This is the place to see him. It's going to be amazing. So we've got Kingfish, John Tavius Willis, who is also another blues prodigy on the rise. We've got Paul Cauthen, chart-topping country. We've got just tons of names, a great lineup. We've even got gospel brunch on Sunday the 14th, a New Orleans-style gospel brunch. Grammy Award-winning choir, Joyful in the Spirit of New Orleans will be here. So we've just got something, like I said, every day of the week. You can go to JimmieRodgers.com, and that's Jimmie, Rogers.com, and you can look at the full lineup and get the tickets.
Now, Jimmie, he's considered the father of country music. Do you think that's why this caught hold and became so popular and has stayed so popular, or what do you think the secret is?
Well, it's such a rich history. I mean, going back 70 years with two country legends themselves that started this. And it was really an honor for these artists to come and play this. Until the music business really changed in the early 90s, these guys, these country music legends, they would come here and just play for free, just to be on the stage for it. So the history of it is very, very neat. And, it was something different. It lasted a week long. And so we've brought back that week-long formula where we have everything from a music history seminar evening. We've got some great authors and speakers and historians coming in to speak on that, to the talent competition. Now, this is a fun fact. In 1953, Elvis, he entered the talent competition.
Really?
He did not win. He came in third place.
He came in third?
He came in third. But don't worry, he came back to headline the festival in 1955.
Well, what happened to first and second place? Where did they go?
Right. I don't know, but they were with Elvis, so he's the only one that gets the credit on that one.
Yeah. Sometimes finishing third is right where you want to be, I think, in this particular case. That's interesting. And that's something that's not really a fact you would expect to hear. You would think, 53, Elvis, oh, yeah, he's going to blow the roof off the dump. No, apparently not. But that does speak to something else. You've got the talent competition still going. I really think you should have like a feature where every year you follow up because of Elvis on what happens to the third place finisher every year, how their career progresses. Because we have a history there.
We've had some pretty big names from it. Randy Howells, he won, or he didn't win. He entered one year and didn't win. And look where he's charting Nashville tops now. So it's a lot of talent. And so, that's still going on 70 years later. We've had a lot of entries for it. We've got it down to the top 5, and then they're going to compete Wednesday night for it.
Fantastic. Now, this is kind of spread around. It's not just in one big building in one big area, right?
Right. We kind of showcase off our downtown. So we have a lot of different events in different locations, everywhere from the Historic Temple Theater. We are going to use the MAX, the Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Experience, as our main stage for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Marty Stewart has been so gracious over in Philadelphia to loan his theater to us for the Paul Thorne show on Thursday. So we're kind of spotlighting this area.
See, even Marty knows how important it is to have Paul Thorne there. I'm just saying.
That's right.
It didn't come out of anywhere. It's Paul Thorne. Now, how expensive is this? Do I need to take out a second mortgage to come to this?
Absolutely not. So half of the week is actually free. So, we try to keep it accessible to all music lovers, and this is just such a great thing for our community. So a lot of events are free now. The Paul Thorne, the Kingfish, Paul Cawthon tickets, those are minimal. You need to go purchase the tickets.
Obviously, but everything else, there's a lot of things you can just wander around and do. And you can also, from what I understand, buy a VIP ticket, a VIP experience that lets you into just about everything, right?
That is correct. VIP will get you into all of the shows. It will also give you free refreshments, free food, clean potties, which is important during a festival. And that's only $200, and that gets you into every show we have.
And for 9 days.
Exactly.
Okay, so when you divide 200 by 9, that's not that much. But I will say this, and that the VIP does include entrance into the Paul Thorne concert, right?
Exactly, it does.
It's everything. But I will say this, as someone who has been to a lot of festivals, you really should lead with the clean restrooms, because that's the big one. That's the selling point.
That is, isn't it? Yep. So it's worth it. $200 will get you that.
$200 and you've got a clean restroom at the festival for 9 days. Yeah, okay, I'm in. I'm in. I'm buying immediately at that point. Now, of course, I know how this works. It goes through next Sunday. So that following day, that Monday, work starts on next year's edition, right?
Exactly. And we've got a great lineup already getting together for next year. So, this is, like I said, 70 years history, the legacy of Jimmie Rodgers. It's so big for Mississippi. It's a real honor to host here in Meridian.
Do you see people show up for this every year, and they show up? I know how this works. They show up. They don't really know what's going on. They just show up because something's happening, and then they start finding out who Jimmie Rodgers was, because I feel like a lot of folks wouldn't even recognize the name at this point, amazingly enough.
Yeah, it does happen. And then they find out, hey, this guy, he was kind of pigeonholed into the category of father of country music. I think Jimmy would kind of giggle at that today. He's been honored and is in almost every genre Hall of Fame except calypso music. We kind of joke. But he was the first inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's in the Country Music Hall of Fame, first inductee for that. Gospel Hall of Fame, Blues Hall of Fame, Folk Music, National Songwriters Hall of Fame. So his legacy is still known to this day, but a lot of people don't know where all the references, where they came from, where they originated. So people learn. That's why we have the Music History Night. They learn a lot. But we have people coming from all over the world for this. I've been working with big groups out of Texas, getting them tickets. And so we're excited for a big festival.
Roughly, what do you think the attendance is going to be over the 9 days?
Well, I'll tell you, for over the 9 days, probably, 15,000 or so. But I'll tell you, since we are doing the big shows at the MAX this year, we are limited capacity at only 1,500 per night. So get your tickets now.
Yeah. You get them before they're gone, because once they're gone, that's it. The fire marshal will come lock the door if he has to.
That's right. And Paul Cawthon, being in the beautiful Ellis Theater, capacity is only 500 there. So we have a little bit over 50 tickets left for that, so make sure you get them for that.
So you're close to a sellout on that one already.
That's right.
So to find out more, all they have to do is go to the website, right?
Correct. JimmieRodgers.com, and it's Jimmy with an IE.
Jimmie Rogers. That's RODGERS, because I've seen without the D before.
Yes.
.com. Just go there. You'll find all the information you want, and you'll probably learn something, too, by the time you're done. Leslie, enjoyed this, and good luck. Have fun, and eat about 6.2 pounds of crawfish for me.
Thanks. I sure will.
Leslie Lee with the Jimmie Rogers Music Festival kicking off this weekend and running all the way through the end of next weekend. It's a big deal over in Meridian. Go over and enjoy yourself, because I can guarantee you will. We will continue here on Middays live in the Element Wealth Studios next.